you've had to, or he'd asked you to explain how the 5 action areas of the Ottawa Charter have been applied to positively contribute to health in the area of tobacco use. Okay, so let's have a look at the key words. So the explain. There's a couple of different definitions given by the Board of Studies for what does explain mean. In this context, though, let's have a look at make the relationships between things evident. Okay, so what you need to do here is explain what happens in each of the 5 areas of the Ottawa Charter in relation to tobacco use, and show that there's a relationship between what is happening there or what is being done in that particular area and the impact it has had on tobacco use. So with this question, a lot of guys were easily able to identify the 5 areas of the Ottawa Charter and give examples of how things had been done in those particular areas. But what you didn't do was make the relationship between doing that and the positive impact on tobacco use or health problems as a result of tobacco use. You didn't make that relationship clear. Okay, so just make sure that you really understand these key words, and they'll keep recurring throughout this senior course, and they recur across all the courses, so you need to familiarise yourself with them. But getting into an example of the answer. Now in PE, part of the marking rubric is setting the answer out in a clear and logical fashion, and you can see here that this person has done that. So you can clearly see that the first area of the Ottawa Charter he's talking about is developing the personal skills, and he then talks about what does it mean to develop the personal skills of an individual, so it shows he's got an understanding of that. Then he goes straight into an example of what how people can have their personal skills developed specifically in relation to tobacco use. And then he then goes on to show the relationship between undertaking this behaviour and what can happen as a result of it. And that's the last bit of his answer. So that's for developing personal skills. And as you know, there's 5 areas of the Ottawa Charter. So the second part he's done here is on creating supportive environments. And again, the same thing. He's explained what the supportive environments, what it means to create a supportive environment, given a specific example here in relation to tobacco, and then made clear the relationship between creating the supportive environment and the impact on tobacco use, and the impact on health in relation to tobacco use. So that was the second part. Third area he has looked at here is strengthening community action. Again, here's his definition, here's an example, and here's what happens as a result of the strengthening the community action in relation to tobacco use. Reorienting health services. This area was sort of misinterpreted by a couple of students. Now, the reorienting bit is where you're taking money away from a certain area and putting it into another. So you're reorienting where you're spending that money. So, for example, the primary area where they would be taking money from is health care and putting it into health promotion. Okay, so that's what you need to sort of say. And this person here has said that. Then he's given an example here, and then again listed or explained what the impact is on tobacco use and health problems as a result of tobacco use. And lastly, the building healthy public policy. Again, a definition here, examples, and also the relationship between the example and the impact in that particular area of health.